Hello everybody, Rose Thorne here. Today I'm reacting to Foodie Beauty's live stream called Not a Subway Beeze. So this live stream she did 7 hours ago. I have been very busy all day doing out of the house stuff. Had a lot of things to do, so just try to crunch as much in as much time as possible. So I just got home and I saw something very interesting on Twitter. So Miss Foodie, she thinks she's a tarot card reader now. She went out and she bought herself a deck of tarot cards and she thinks she can read the cards. Now, those of you on my channel, you know that I do the tarot. I've been doing it for a while. I'm not quite sure why Foodie is gravitating towards the tarot, like what sparked her interest in tarot card readings or reading the tarot. It just seems not really her usual behavior. And for those who are not tarot card readers, if anybody wondering, if you're someone and you are interested in tarot, can you buy your own deck? The answer is yes. You can buy your own tarot deck. You don't have to wait for someone to give you a deck of cards or to have them passed down from family member to family member. You can buy your own deck of tarot cards. And there are many websites and many books to explain how to read the tarot. There's a lot of studying that you could do. Some people study up a lot on the different meanings of the cards. There's also people who also, on top of that, they read intuitively. I do a lot of intuitive reading when I read the cards. It's not just looking at the cards themselves, but just picking up just different feelings that come with the cards. So I also read intuitively. But here's Foodie, that she's decided that she wants to read the tarot. And I would be supportive of that. If I thought that Foodie was really passionate about the tarot, if she really had true passion for the tarot, for reading the cards, for being respectful of reading the tarot, but she's not. And that's why I've got negative feelings about this. But I'm going to go ahead and put her on the screen so you guys can see what I see. Because I got some thoughts on this, Foodie. I sure do. Absolutely. And I'm going to share them with you guys. So let's get to with Miss Foodie. And for those wondering why I'm starting about 30 minutes in, that's because the first half hour, all she's doing is eating. I don't like to see Foodie eat. Not a big fan of her eating. As someone that I had dealt with having a BED of my own, I was a binge eater. I have been in recovery for a while. I just don't want to see her eat. I just don't want to see it. It's gross. It's disgusting. She's doing it for the feeders. I don't like the fact that she's on YouTube monetizing her problem with food, and she's got people that encourage her to eat. I mean, I got a lot of negative feelings about that, a lot of negative layers that go with that. But she's about to bring out her tarot deck. That's the part I wanted to get to, so let's get to that.
Going upstairs. Gotta shave my shorts off. Let's do our tarot reading. Sweet. How does this work?
How does it work? Foodie. Every bought tarot deck comes with a small booklet inside the box that if you read it and if you study it, it will tell you what the cards mean. So open up the box, you'll see a little booklet. It will explain when you put down a card what the cards mean. If you're going to do tarot readings for yourself or other people, you should study up on the cards. And you should also check around the different websites and YouTube videos, because there are lots explaining a lot about the tarot. But you're one of those people, you like to buy things on a whim. You don't really research what you buy or the meaning of what you buy. It's just you feel like having something, so you buy it.
I have a book of tarot. So you don't think it's a good idea to have this guy over? I mean, I have Pete's here.
By the way, Foodie, before you even set down the cards, before you start handling the cards, word to the wise, or in your case, the not so wise. As someone that I do cards, it is not a good idea to do readings when you're feeling negative or stressed or when you're high, because the cards will pick up on that. The cards are also going off your energy. So if your energy is messed up, if it's negative, if you're sad, if you're upset, if you're angry, if you're stressed out, and if you're high, if you're intoxicated, that can affect a reading. And since you pretty much stay high all the time, the cards are never going to read right for you.
And spray. And I can keep a knife. I don't feel, I don't know. Alright, so what am I supposed to do? Tarot guidebook. How do I do this?
I just want to know what inspired her to read the tarot on stream. Is this just another thing that she's trying to throw at people to get them interested in her content again? Because she's been throwing a lot of things at us lately, at her audience. You know, she's trying everything. Let me act extra nice to people. Let me roll down a hill. Let me try to go back to the old classic Foodie of getting on camera and doing mukbangs and catering to the feeders. Let me do open chat. She's trying all these different things to get the money back on her channel, because obviously the money isn't where she wants it to be. But Foodie, I've been saying this for the longest. If you want your channel income to go up, start doing quality content, entertaining content. You hate the reaction channels, but you know what? Instead of hating on the reaction channels, instead of hating on their audience, instead of hating on the fact that they're getting a lot of super chats and membership signups and views and all that, rather than be consumed with jealousy and envy, take the mindset of being a student. Sit down and watch and listen and take notes and learn. Watch what they do. Watch how they interact with their audience. Watch how they talk to people. Watch how they do the editing and they put out interesting content that in turn people reward by coming back over and over. Take note of all of those things and then apply what you learn to your channel. This whole system you got going on of doing nothing and expecting to get big money rewards, it ain't working no more. It's not working. If you want things to change, you have to change things. And the biggest thing you need to change is yourself. You got to change that stanky attitude, that stanky outlook on life. You have to be grateful to the people that are coming to your chat, that are watching your videos, even still, even though there's really no reason to watch you, you're not entertaining them. Stop ripping people off by raising the price of your OnlyFans, even though you don't do content on there, and setting up paywalls everywhere, even though you're not committing yourself to working on those platforms. You're doing everything wrong in the way of making money. And you wonder why you're losing money. And here you are trying to do a tarot reading. I wonder where you got that idea. Was it me? Was it somebody else? Trust me, Foodie, you're no tarot card reader. Not even close.
I'm traumatized. Last time you were high with open chat, somewhere in them said you poop and call Sandy with chicken stew. Oh god! Fucking gross. How do you cleanse the cards, Charlotte?
What? You know, nobody tell her. Nobody tell her, look, she went out and she bought herself a tarot deck. And she wants to learn how to read tarot. Nobody tell her what to do. Let her figure it out. She's 38 years old. Her problem is that everybody tells her things. Nobody says to her, hey, you want to figure it out on your own. I'm not going to help you. She's got too many people helping her. And because there's too many people helping her, she doesn't do any work. She doesn't bother to learn. There's an old saying, if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. If you teach a man to fish, he'll eat for the rest of his life. Let her learn some life skills. Let her learn how to do things on her own. If you let her learn, if you do hands off and do tough love and say, I'm not helping you, you need to learn how to help yourself, she'll be the better for it. You guys want to help Chantal? Stop helping her. Make her learn on her own. And by the way, Chantal, how do you cleanse the cards? That's easy. You can do a variety of ways. You can use incense, smoke, sage smoke. These are things that if you just took 5 minutes and looked up a website or a web page or watched a YouTube video, you would know about this stuff. So maybe before you pick up the cards, if you really want to do it right, do some research on what to do and how to do it correctly.
What do I do? Your intuition.
Yeah, Chantal is not in touch with her intuition at all. And she especially can't be in touch with her intuition when she's high. As I said, when you are reading the cards, you need to be sober. You can't be high on anything. You can't be drunk. You're not going to give a good reading while you're drunk or intoxicated or high because your energy's messed up.
I need to learn about this first.
Yeah, you do.
Start by creating a bucket list.
What?
I don't have sage. Okay. Shuffle the deck of cards face down and pull one card at random to be your chakra focus for the day.
This is sad. People in Chantal's own chat, they know more about cleansing the cards than Chantal does, and she's the one with the tarot deck. And this person, JB, saying, no, tarot cards. What's wrong with tarot cards? You know what I get sometimes? I get people that approach me, and they assume that the tarot cards are evil, that you're talking to and communicating with negative or evil spirits. There's nothing evil about the tarot cards. You're not in touch with or communicating with evil entities or evil spirits when you do the cards. All of the cards do is tell you what you already know. It's like reading a comic book. You lay out the cards in a certain order and the pictures kind of form a story. And all you're doing is picking up what the pictures are trying to tell you and the feelings that you're getting along with that to get what the cards are trying to tell you back. But they're laying it out in front of you, in front of your eyes. A lot of things that the tarot cards tell you, you already know in the back of your head. They just put it in front of your face. But Chantal's not in touch with her intuition. She's not in touch with her spiritual self. She has absolutely buried and ignored that part of herself. Hence why she would not be a good tarot card reader. So you're going to sit on stream and read the book? The entire stream?
What?
You should have done this off camera.
Hard to start.
Lizzie says you need to cleanse your house of bad spirits. You know, if she smudged the house and cleaned the air and opened the windows, that would be a good thing. if she cleansed herself, that would be even better. Just wash away all kind, whatever negative energy she's got on herself. That would be good for a reading. You know, cleansing yourself in the smoke, that would be good. But again, Chantal is high 100% of the time. So that's going to affect any reading that she does for herself or somebody else.
All right. Let's shuffle them. So these are the cards.
Have you washed your hands?
Hi, Jamie. Sorry I told you to shut the fuck up the other day. Sam! Sam! All right, we're going to manifest positivity and hot German sex tonight. Wait!
That's not what the cards are for. They're not there to manifest your erotic desires. They're there to tell you things that either you already know or that you don't know. Chantal, if you're using the cards to manifest a hot man in your life, you're going to be sorely disappointed.
You can order sage?
Yeah, you can. I got a whole bag of sage and a smudge shell and everything else I need for my readings.
I like cheese! Okay, let's think of this.
Oh, jeez. The drama.
One more time.
You're not even shuffling up the cards.
All right, I'm going to pick.
You didn't shuffle the cards correctly.
Card. Just like that. All right.
What's the card say? I can't see it.
3 of Trisha Paytas. They all look like Trisha. 3 of Cups. Let's see what the 3 of Cups is.
Can't really trust this reading because she didn't shuffle the cards correctly. She also did not cleanse herself. She's high. Okay. There's a lot of things going on with this reading that's wrong. But let's just say for argument's sake that she did shuffle the cards and she got 3 of Cups. Here's how I'm taking that card. 3 of Cups, that could be a representation of 3 people. I take that as Chantal, Natter, and Dee Dee. And they're all in this whole crazy YouTube thing together for money, which they have been. Chantal, you're over there doing your reading and it's kind of ridiculous, but can I just tell you, ma'am, what's interesting about you doing this tarot card reading today is that myself and another person, another YouTuber who does tarot cards, we both did readings on you at the same time, not too long ago. And a lot of the things that happened in both readings were very similar. Do you know what we both saw in our readings for you, for Dee Dee, for Natter? We saw the 3 of you are in cahoots together, although we have known that. You're all 3 in cahoots together, and you all think that you're going to come out of this whole copyright strike thing victorious. You're not. You're not. You're not going to walk away the victor that you think you are. Neither is Natter, neither is Dee Dee. The Tower card kept coming up. Anybody that does tarot, you know the tarot card, the Tower card is not a good card. It is chaos. It is destruction. It's things falling apart. You got the Tower card, Chantal. So did Natter. So did Dee Dee. Everything is going to start to crumble around all 3 of you. So this little power play that all 3 of you are doing, not going to work. Really not going to work. The cards that I did on you, Natter and Dee Dee, You're all involved in a big war right now with all the YouTubers. And you're not going to come out of it victorious. You're just not. And Miss Dee, if you ever hear about this video that I'm doing today, you know what the cards were screaming about you? Cards were saying that you're over there feeling very smug and proud of yourself. You think you're smarter than everybody else in the room. You're not. The ending that's coming for you is not going to be a very happy one. Not going to be a good one at all. But go ahead, Chantal. Let's see what you say in your reading.
What does this mean? The threes, okay. That means reunions, celebrations, threesome. Our third chakra is where our gut instinct lies, as well as our thoughts, plans, and the path we take. This is the third chakra, the navel, fire, yellow, ram, Mercury. We've all heard the phrase Mercury in retrograde.
Retrograde. Damn.
Usually accompanied by a warning that things are about to go haywire. While this is generalization, it is true that Mercury is a planet of fast action, concerned with decisions, blah, blah, blah. Combining the power of Mercury with the tarot cards of the third chakra can show us whether our thinking is working with us or hindering us. Okay, gut instinct. These cards are concerned with thinking, quick action, and responses. The fight or flight reflex may be ignited. Okay, threes. The third chakra highlights our plans, thoughts, and decisions. Okay.
Oh, going back to the reading that myself and this other YouTuber did at the same time. This whole thing with Natter, Dee and Chantal. Chantal, in the end, she's going to walk away from Natter and from Dee. She's going to be over there saying, "Wasn't me." The heat's going to get too hot for her, and she's going to separate herself away. You know, she's in it as long as the heat's not too hot. But when it gets too hot, trust me, she's going to separate herself away and go, "Wasn't me. I'm innocent."
Let me see. The Three of Cups. Okay, so here's my card. The Three of Cups. The women on the card represent celebrating, yeah, like Plain She said, in their own way. It's hindering. I'm the crazy lady from The Simpsons. Go out for drinks. There is a sense that their pattern may have some thought behind it. Chakra message. An emotional start indicating where we learn emotions from and the gift we are offered. Follow your instinct. It is not the time to worry what others think of how you appear. Indication. Be guided by your own instinctual thoughts regardless of outside opinions. Face your fear and celebrate your accomplishments. What others see may not be what you feel. Keywords: harmony, celebration, socializing,
Blah,
friends.
blah. What's the next card?
Okay. All right. This card would be to see, what is it? How my week will go.
Please draw the Tower card.
So this would be how my week will go.
If she draws a bad card, she's not going to show it on camera. She'll get what she looks like a good card. Watch.
My week will be. Let's see. We're gonna pick this one.
Wait a minute. So this person, Flop Era, says, do a reading for BBJ. If you don't immediately pull the death card, the deck is broken. I don't know why you're saying that, Flop. Are you wishing death on BBJ? And by the way, for those who are wondering, just some information. The death card in the tarot deck, it doesn't always signify a physical death. The death card, depending on where it's placed and the other cards around it, it could signify something good, actually. It could signify the end of something and the beginning of something, like the end of an old job or the end of a relationship and rebirth and a new job, a new relationship, a new outlook on life. The death card is not evil. It could be actually be a good thing. It all depends on the reading and where it's placed.
Let me hold this to my heart first because
Oh,
this is what I
God.
want to manifest.
You're not manifesting. Listen, Chantal, the tarot deck, the tarot is not about manifesting anything. You want to manifest something, all you have to do is just say, light a candle and, put your mind in the right place and go after it. That's manifesting something. Putting yourself on the right path and going after it. That's how you manifest properly. The tarot cards are not a tool where you manifest anything. They are a tool that give you insight on what's going on inside yourself and what's going on outside yourself, but they are not a manifesting tool, you fool.
Guess what it is? Guess what it is?
The Lover's card.
Thank you. Guess what it is?
She probably pulled that out of the deck. We don't see her hands off camera, so she was probably looking for what she figured would be a good card. She's not going to pull any negative cards.
You have them too, Nat? Guess what it is? The Lovers.
I knew she was going to pull that card. I knew it. The Lover's card. Chantal, that could be a bad card. So your first card was the Three of Cups. Then you had the Lovers. Notice that the 3 became 2. So it started off as 3 people celebrating. Then it's down to 2. What about the third person? See, if you did a spread, that could be interpreted good or bad. It all depends on the rest of the spread. The Lover's card could be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on the intuitive feelings you're picking up, where it's placed in the spread. So interesting that the 3 of Cups became 2 people.
Look at this man. The Putin card. Let's see what the Lover says. It's purple. The Lovers. The Fool discovers the delicious pleasure of desire. The Fool stands viewing the love she desires, observing past.
The Lover's card could also be her being so wrapped around Natter that she can't see straight, which is exactly what's been happening for the past year or 2 years. She's been so wrapped around Natter that all she cares about is Natter. And that's all she can focus on is him, and everything else around her is falling apart, including herself.
Passion and desire. Or is she in the picture looking upon her own experience? This is her opportunity to step into the picture she has only imagined until now. Will she? Yes, she certainly will. 7th chakra message. In the Fool's first visit to a 7th chakra card, we wonder if she has learned of real love or only dreamed of it. Does it matter? Her connection to the universal consciousness has always been there. She sends this message to create the world, the union, the partnership, the pain, pleasure she seeks. Keywords: clarity, enlightenment, knowing, cosmic consciousness, union. Planet Saturn. This planet requires discipline and hard work, yet that is also what it takes to ascend to the God consciousness of the 7th chakra, and the reward is for a lifetime. There are times when people may wonder how someone achieved what appeared to come merely from luck. This is the mystery of both the 7th chakra and Saturn. What you work for will come to fruition. Meditation. The first trip through the chakra with the Fool has all been a dream, one of our making. We created it to light our own path. Are you in or out? Will you choose to live the dream? What do you in the chariot?
So you're done with the tarot reading?
New ideas, growth, awakenings. Leap right into it. Trust my gut.
That was it? Just 2 cards?
You're scared, should I?
Girl, I do a full spread. What are you doing? That was just 2 cards.
I mean,
and notice that she pulled out happy cards. What are the chances that Chantal, with her messed up, intoxicated energy, pulls out the Lover's card and the 3 of Cups? And she didn't even shuffle the deck properly. What are the chances that she pulled out those 2 cards? I think she was going through the cards and she saw the Lover's card and the 3 of Cups and pulled those out. You're not a tarot card reader, Chantal.
tomorrow. BBJ. 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 Hi, BB girl. The 3 of Cups is in. Really? Read.
I don't want to see her like that.
What's your spread?
Yeah.
Judgment, 6 of Wands, Ace of Cups.
Ooh, ow. That doesn't sound good. Hold on, let's back that up.
No wonder your lungs feel bad. They're next to your kidneys. Oh, wait, what's that?
Translate your spread. Oh, so you're a tarot card reading too, plain cheeseburger?
What's your spread?
What is your spread?
Judgment, 6 of Wands, Ace of Cups. Oh, shit, I could have...
Ooh, that Judgment card's in there. Oof. Could be because, let's see, Ace of Cups. She thinks she's on top of the world. She's not.
I read the book for you. It's downstairs, plain cheese. I should do like tarot reading every day.
Tarot. Damn. And you don't know how to do it properly. Why don't you do some studying first?
Or like, how does it work? You know what people do on tarot channels? Like pick a card. I don't know how it works. I have to learn about it.
Chantal, listen. Chantal, no. You're dabbling in things you know nothing about. And worse, you're not willing to learn. That's the worst part about you. You just dabble at things. You dabble. You have no real interest in anything, no real passion for anything. You just dabble, looking for content anywhere you can find it. So now you're like looking at the tarot channels and you're like, oh, I want to be a tarot reader. Maybe that'll bring me some views. Maybe that'll bring me some viewers. No, it won't, because you don't know how to read the tarot properly. And again, you're not willing to learn. You're not willing to learn what to do, how to do things properly. You think you're going to do correct readings when you're high on drugs, feeling negative? You think the cards are going to give good readings that way? No, ma'am, they're not.
Tarot Saro. Tarot by Saro. Second chance. It's the one success. New love.
I'm over here with my tarot deck.
She's the new love.
What do my cards say about her? Hold on.
Hi, Susan. Accurate hidden agenda. Hi, Momo. Alien baby is new love. That's weird. They mixed the Fool card. Alien Tony baby. Oh. Oh. I have to clean. Look, I still have St. Hubert's boxes everywhere.
So I just pulled 3 cards for Chantal. First card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9 of Wands is the first card. Page of Wands is the second. And the Moon is the third. 9 of Wands is a person who looks injured, looking backwards at the other wands. That's someone who is engaged in battles, and they're also looking behind them to They're looking, they're just basically, they're scrambling around looking for uh, anything behind them to bear fruit. They're going to the trees looking for fruit, and they're not finding very much. That is Chantal right now. You know, she's embroiled in all this negativity and all of these battles with people. And in the middle of that, she's looking for reward. She's looking for prosperity, and there's not much there. The trees are literally bare. The Page of Wands, it's her just continuing to just, she's grabbing at little things, again, looking for that reward, looking for some glory, looking for, she's just grabbing at anything. And the Moon card, which is the last card, is her just being in the dark. And, you know, knowing what to do, yet not knowing what to do. And she doesn't know what to do because she's too stuck in the old way of thinking, and she doesn't want to adapt to or learn a new way of thinking. And that's what my cards just told me, Chantal.
I don't think I want anyone over tonight. Oh no, I'm supposed to go to someone's house for 8 o'clock. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna reschedule with the other guy and be like, you wanna come over next weekend? The Fool card is the card of Aries. Am I Fool?
Yeah, you are. The Fool card, it represents someone or a situation that is, you know, you're going through it and you're just very lighthearted about it and kind of blasé about it. You know, just living in a world of illusion, perhaps. You are the Fool right now because, you know, you're living in a world of fantasy, Chantal. You're not really wanting to come back down to reality. You know, you're walking on the clouds and not mindful of the ground that's below you, that if the clouds weren't there, you'd fall right on your face.
That's not good.
Nope.
Well, that's depressing. I'm gonna go kick rocks. My book is not good.
The book is fine. It's just that you're really not interested in the deck or learning about it. You're just doing it for content, which is why your readings are going to suck, amongst other reasons.
I love that thing that takes away all the hair. Oh. Okay, it's easier. It smells like my Lush. I did a Lush go for drinks. Go to that guy, the hottest guy I'm most interested in. Oh, that hurt. I'm not gonna cancel it. I'm gonna go no matter what. Pick the one that will install the bidet. I'm gonna do a video installing it, or I'm gonna go live and install it. I gotta clean my toilet and move all. Look at all the clothes. Look at the clothes in my bathroom.
Messy. Where's your hamper?
But
I hate
a
these
lot of
close-up
issues
shots.
right now. I think Mr. Coffee, he's strange. I think he was married. I'm not sure, but he was too put together. He was too secretive about me going over. Always meeting in hotels, not wanting to come here.
Well, you know what, Chantal? You are not the kind of woman that a man wants to bring home to mom and sister and the family. You're not the kind of woman that a man says, I want to be committed to this one for life. You are that kind of female. You're a hotel, motel, hit it and quit it, forget about it kind of girl. I know this sounds rude and crude, but that's the truth. That's the kind of female that you've made yourself into. That's the way you present yourself. And that is the truth. There's nothing about you that's endearing or enchanting or valuable. There's nothing about you that a man would say, I am proud to be with her. Everything about you is repulsive. It is disgusting. You're the kind of woman that if a man does something with you, he's basically doing the equivalent of rolling in the gutter. And once he's done, he goes and takes a shower, forgets about you. That's harsh but true. You come online, you act gross, you don't take a shower, you don't take care of yourself, your house is filthy. This is the image that you cultivated for yourself, and you wonder why no man wants to be associated with you for the long term. It's because of what you've been doing on YouTube and the way you live your life outside of YouTube. This is the price you pay, or at least part of the price you pay, for coming on YouTube and acting the way that you do for the sake of money. This is part of the price tag that comes with this kind of lifestyle.
I don't know. I haven't heard from him in a while. So I want to be like 80-20. I have a lot of those do that, like, so I haven't been on as much, but that's because I've been drowning in work at school. And my new friend, nice. You're busy. I hate that. Colleen.
Okay, enough with her. I don't have the patience for this one right now. I'm annoyed because of the fact that she's even going so far as to using the tarot cards and the tarot community and trying to like piggyback off of that for views and for attention. That annoys me to no end, because I do tarot readings and there's a certain respect that you have to have for reading the tarot and doing tarot readings in order to do it and do it right. She doesn't have it. So let's go on to the comments. Jane Lee says, first he had a German accent, then he had a British accent. There is quite a difference. You would absolutely be able to distinguish the difference. Then again, it's hard work keeping all these lies straight. You're right, Jane. Someone with a British accent sounds a lot different than somebody with a German accent. They are very, very distinctive. So Foodie kept going back and forth about what kind of accent he had. Well, you're right. She can't keep up with all of her lies, and she can't even make up her mind about how she want her fantasy guys to look and sound. Olivia says, if Chantal says that she is no longer interested in a guy, it means he ghosted her. I bet you the guy's name is Gunther, because she wouldn't have invented such. If I accepted any guy who messaged me sexual stuff, I too would have 50 guys. She has no clue what self-respect means. She also keeps picking immigrants in low financial situations who are looking for someone to support them. Yeah, like I've noticed that a while ago. Why is it that the guys that Chantal attaches herself to or wants to attach herself to, they're always at a financial disadvantage? She never really goes after guys that got it together. She's looking for guys that she can just dangle her money in front of and get, hey, you hang out with me and you get some of this. And if they are going through financial hardships, they may take her up on her offer, and then they fall into her honey trap. And you're right, Olivia. Most women, I'm sure you could agree, it doesn't matter if you get on Facebook or Skype or whatever, you're going to have guys just out of the blue who will try to talk in a vulgar way to you. You know, Chantal thinks she's special having so many guys message her, but guys coming at different women all over the world and acting that way, it just happens. And I'm not saying women can't do it. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a dude. Maybe some guys in the audience can speak up and say so if they've had encounters like that, you know, just random women sending them vulgar messages. But as a woman, you know, I've dealt with situations before where just some random strange dudes were trying to message me and hit me up and ask me for things, and I'm like, no, go away. You're not special, Chantal. You know, I don't know if you're putting yourself out there in such a way that would make a guy want to message you and talk like that or not. But even if a guy does it, and you're not putting yourself out there in a way to suggest that you will give him what he's after, there's always the option to say no, goodbye, and block that person. You don't have to entertain a person's messages or phone calls or whatever. Juju says, when they say you can't come to their house because they have a roommate, maybe you should do the same. It's most likely a wife and he's using you. It could be a wife. It could be a roommate situation. I mean, lots of people have roommates. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you are someone and you want to be involved with somebody else, and after a while they're not bringing you around family and friends and introducing you to people they know, then more than likely you are not a serious relationship. You're just a hookup. And these guys that she's involving herself with, they're not introducing her to people in their close circle. They just keep her as a hookup and that's it. Susan Olson says, I'm just being lazy. That is your life story. Yeah, being lazy and avoiding work. She works so hard to not work at all. Gwen says, I feel like we've seen a recent uptick in sponsored feeder content. Make that money, girl. Love it for you. Yeah, I've been noticing that too. I think she's trying to bring back the feeder crowd because maybe off camera they were giving her more money, or maybe even on camera. I'm sure she's missing that SJM money real bad. Her doing all of the feeding on camera, just going absolutely wild. She might be catering to feeders in her audience or trying to get some there. Or she might be doing stress eating. I mean, she does have a BED. I'm someone that I've dealt with a BED. Mine's been in recovery for a while. If you get stressed out, if you get angry, if you're sad, if you're depressed, if you're under pressure, that could trigger you to eat nonstop. And watching Chantal, I think it's a combination of many factors. I think maybe stress, her being worried, missing Natter, so many things. Chantal would know the answer to that. I'm just over here speculating as someone that I have dealt with a BED before. Discount Exorcist says, I guess this explains all of Nutter's new clothes. Cole's girl, you're going to blow through that cash before next week. Well, that's her cycle. She gets a paycheck, and within 2 weeks, she's broke. And then she's at home complaining about not having any money. She doesn't go anywhere. She has to buy groceries because she can't afford takeout until her next paycheck. Making 10 grand a month, and within 2 weeks, she's blown through almost all of her money. It's quite sad. Ellis Bell says Tony doesn't want to see her either, but it's because he has non-disclosed issues. Chantal engages fake sad, pensive, and knowing face. LOL. You know what I think? I think Tony might be Natter, because a lot of the things she's describing about Tony sound exactly like Natter. I could be wrong. I'm just guessing over here. Lone Wolf says, I didn't catch all of this, but the few minutes I did hear, her casually mention Natter at least once, as though he's some ex she was married to for 10 years and had lots of history with, not just a Tinder hookup. Realize that they are scammers, and every time she drops his name, she is advertising and promoting his channel to her viewers. It's all LARP or hoax. Well, that's one of the main reasons why Chantal will never, ever shut up talking about Natter. Because by dropping his name, by mentioning him, by talking about him or showing his live stream, she's keeping eyes on his channel, because then everybody goes to his channel looking for tea. Newsflash for everyone for that don't know. There is no tea. There's absolutely nothing that Chantal, nor Natter, nor Dee Dee can say to all of us that we haven't heard already. There's nothing new or shocking here that could come forward. If there were, it would have been dropped. You know, it's just the same old stuff that's being rehashed over and over. They're going to run this thing into the ground, like 10 layers below the ground, until they can't run with it anymore. Miss Morphelia says, I honestly don't know how in the world I ended up here, but after watching bits and pieces of a few of these videos, I can honestly say I won't be back. Let me start by saying that my opinion has absolutely nothing to do with this woman's weight. I mean, I literally closed my eyes and just listened to her content, and she, in my opinion, is just nasty, with no interest whatsoever in changing. Agreed. I'm leaving this comment because my dearest friend in the whole wide world is a bit heavier than this woman, and she is the most beautiful person you would ever want to meet. She's kind, she's thoughtful, honest, and full of love. She's also loved by so many. Her hygiene is stellar, her style is prestigious, and her morals are high. She put herself through school and has been teaching kindergartners for the past 10 years. Everyone just admires her so much and loves the joy she brings into their lives. This woman on this channel is so full of hatred and self-pity, she's unbearable to watch. While I can imagine being overweight and losing your hair must be traumatic for a woman, it seems to have sent her spiraling down such a sad, self-destructive path. If you're reading this, Foodie Beauty, is it? You're not funny. You're not inspiring, living large, or starting any movement. You're just giving up, and that's sad. Too sad for me to watch. I hope someday you will have some kind of come to Jesus moment. I will keep you in my prayers. What an excellent comment, Miss Morphelia. And you know what? You're right. There's so many wonderful people in the world that are of a bigger size. Size ain't got nothing to do with it. It's not about the pounds you carry on yourself. It's about how you carry yourself, period. It's about your soul and what's inside your soul and what's inside your heart and living your life with standards. Chantal is a living, breathing example of what happens when you live life with no control, no discipline, and no standards, and no care towards anybody else. She's constantly radiating that energy of, I don't care, and I give up. That's the energy that she contains. That's the energy she puts out to everybody. That's the energy she brings to her channel. And it's worn thin on everyone. And nobody can put up with it anymore. And she's losing viewers because I've said this so many times, and I hate to repeat myself, but the world has changed the last few years because of the vid. You know, times are hard for a lot of people. And so those people that are going through those hard times, that have gone through those hardships, that are working really hard to put food on the table, parents that might be working 2 jobs or just doing everything they can do to keep the lights on, watching someone like Foodie, she's got the easiest job in the world and making lots of money doing it. And she's not grateful for what she has. She's not grateful at all. There's no gratitude in her attitude. It's a real turnoff. And she's just not getting that her ungrateful, spoiled, childish attitude, it's not cute, it's not quirky, it's disgusting, and it needs to change. Cucurelli says, it's so funny that you're trying to sell the I'm in hot demand guys lie. Girl, no one buys it. No, I'm not buying it. Because if she were the hot, in demand person, why is she running after these men? Why is she driving to hotels? Why aren't they running after her? Why aren't they coming to come get her? You know, make it make sense. Susan says, am I a fool? Never ever ask a question you do not want the truthful answer to. Nope, she don't want the answer to that one. Let's see. Oops, I skipped back. So sorry. Sufferish says letting strangers in your home and getting drunk just to make it even worse. But not to worry, Pete. It's not going to happen anyway. Yeah, she's talking about bringing people home. That's not smart. And you wonder why guys don't value you, foodies, because you don't value yourself. What? So I guess Foodie made the comment, I'm getting pregnant tonight, guys. I threw up and I'm attracted to girls. Foodie, I don't know why you're making that comment about getting pregnant. This is no shade on you having a hysterectomy. It's just something that happened to you, but it's just biology. If you've had a hysterectomy, ma'am, you cannot get pregnant. That's just facts, okay? That's just pure facts. Sheila says, stop being gross and start giving your chat something worth watching, other than the picking your nose and feeding your face. If you can't respect yourself, then at least respect your viewers. If only you could love yourself the way you love your food, you'd be well and truly blessed. Yeah, I wish she would give some of that love and worship to herself rather than food or drugs. Boy, how her life would be different if she did. Nancy Mulligan says, low BMI voice and putting on her fake AF nice dainty person persona. I predict a rage before the night is through. Well, Chantal can only be nice for so long. She's an angry person. She has said that she's got an anger problem. People with anger problems, if they don't go to therapy, the anger is always there and it comes out eventually. Let's see. Oops, so sorry. Cosmic Gypsy says, oh, you pulling tarot cards now? I'm really about to come out and expose you. Yeah, she really is. She's really doing the tarot. She thinks she's doing something. But I've done tarot spreads on Foodie recently, and trust me, she don't want to know what my card said. The spread was not good. It was not good at all. The last several spreads have not been good for you, Foodie. You're going down the drain, and it's your own fault. See, unlike you, my cards don't lie. And if I were you, I'd be like taking the right steps to fix your channel, or else it's going to be gone completely. You need to be careful. All right, so that's it for this react to her live stream. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here and spending some time with me and watching this react. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and please take care of yourselves. Take care. Bye-bye.